What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for coming back. Also, I hit 300 subscribers finally and I appreciate that. Thank you for all the support. Keep sharing my videos, keep liking them, and keep making all the comments and subscribing to the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, previews and vlogs. Alright, so today I got the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott low that just dropped 2 weeks ago. Now what I'm going to be doing today is something that actually kind of helped me get all my subscribers here is doing a comparison between a DHgate pair. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to be comparing the original to a DHgate pair of Air Jordan 1's Travis Scott lows. I'll be back. Alright, so last year around October, November, December or so, around the holiday season, I ended up picking up a pair of Air Jordan 33s. Then I saw in DHgate they had the same thing, so I'm like, you know what, let me get the shoe from DHgate and compare both of them. And I did it on a video which got a lot of views, and I appreciate that. I also got a lot of comments about me calling the shoe a fake shoe. It's not fake, this and that. Either way, the shoe is a replica or fake, however you want to call it. I'm used to calling them fake because if they didn't come from a Foot Locker or even Nike, it's pretty much made by a manufacturer with not the right material and different material. So today what I'm doing is I have a pair of Air Jordan 1's lows, and they are the Travis Scott edition. They dropped 2 weeks ago. I'm going to be unboxing that shoe. Not much to talk about the shoe. It's pretty much an Air Jordan low, but just the Travis Scott edition, of course, with the check mark with the Nike swoosh backwards. But I'm going to be unboxing the DHgate edition as well and seeing the difference. Now with DHgate, you have a lot of different sellers out there. They can come up different ways. I've bought shoes from DHgate and they've come in a box. Some don't come in a box. They come in just a black plastic bag wrapped in that. So they just come in different ways, and they're also made with different materials depending from the seller you buy it from. So we're gonna look at the ones I got these from. I will put the seller description at the bottom if you guys like them and want to pick a pair up from DHgate. They are kind of a, you know, they're going about 100 and they're almost selling them for the same price as the original pair when they were at retail at 130. But now, of course, that shoe has gone up to about close to $600 or $700 for the original. So let's go ahead and without any further ado, get looking at these shoes and see what the difference is. Alright, so here's both pairs. Now this is going to be the DHgate, of course, the mangled box and all, usually how they come from there. And this is going to be the original right here. For starters, other than the box being completely destroyed, the first thing you're going to notice from the original is going to be the label. This label here is pretty much from almost every other Jordan box you normally would see. Compared to this is the original label that it comes with. Now again, different manufacturers might have the same label and make it look exactly like this box, but this one that I particularly got from has this particular label here, so automatically you know that's not original right there. The second thing you're gonna notice is the box is actually bigger. The original pair is on top, the DHgate pair is at the bottom, and the DHgate box is about an inch or so bigger than the other box. You can see that right there. Next thing is, of course, the color of the box. So the color of the box, the DHgate pair box, it is a lighter shade of brown, where the original box, the original box is a lighter shade of brown, and the DHgate one is like a darker type of brown. Also, you can see in the finish of the box, this box is a little bit shinier than this one is. This is a little bit duller. And another thing you'll notice is in the box on the original pair, the writing right down here is a lot smaller than on the Travis Scott box, where that writing is a lot bolder and a little bit bigger. That's another thing that'll show you exactly that it's not an original shoe. Also, a big thing at the bottom, Nike has this right here. That label right there, that's from the original Nike, of course, the Travis Scott. This one does not have that. It has all your writing, again, still pretty much bolder, a little bit bigger than the original box, but there's no label in it from Nike. Alright, so let's go ahead and open them up. Now we're going to keep the original pair on the right side of me and the DHgate pair on the left side of me here. So, of course, again, I can tell that the box is a lot smaller just by putting the two lids together. DHgate pair, original. It's the original receipt from Nike. On the original pair, you also have the tag right here, which is pretty much your, I think it's the quality control tag, which on the DHgate pair, you don't have any tags in it. As we look at the actual paper that they come wrapped in, the Travis Scott feels a lot smoother, it's a lot shinier, and the pink on the paper is actually a lot more vibrant than it is on the DHgate pair. This just feels like some cheap gift wrapping paper or something like that you would throw in one of those bags when you give somebody to something to your family over Christmas or something like that. It just feels real cheap. Now, the original pair comes wrapped like 3 times. You have the pink Travis Scott with all the Nike and Air Jordan on there, and you have the white as well, the white paper that comes wrapped as well, which the DHgate pair does not. It just has the pink paper on this particular DHgate pair. Now, as we go in here, this one has the laces pretty much just stuffed in the shoe. So you got 4 pairs of laces: brown, white, pink, and red. Those are your 3 laces that come on the DHgate pair. They just come stuffed inside of a shoe. With the original Nike ones, you have 3 different laces only, not 4. You have the actual looks black, not brown. The pink, and the pink also is completely off. The DHgate pink, and this is the pink for the Travis Scott. So you can tell right away that that's not the original pink on there. It's actually more vibrant, more, say it pops a lot more than the Travis Scott pair. And the red, let's see if the red's any better. Yeah, the Travis Scott red is actually a lot darker than, or I should say the DHgate red is a lot darker than the Travis Scott ones, for the original ones. Okay, let's pull the shoes out of here. Yeah, we'll keep the original ones on the right side. So these are the original, and the DHgate ones on the left side. All right, so here we go. So to start off here, overall material, you can feel right away. All suede all the way through, all the way around. Feels real nice, real smooth. The Nike swoosh on the original pair is like an off-white type of color. Smooth leather feel on there as well. But all the way through, it's a very smooth type of suede. As for the DHgate pair, you got some kind of a suede feel, a little bit rougher, a little bit harder of a suede here. It's not as soft as the original, but right on the front there with the brown trims here, the brown pieces on this, do not feel anything like the Travis Scott's. This is suede all the way around, and this piece here just feels like leather. This has got a little bit more hair on it than this one does. Completely off. You can tell right off the bat. I mean, you grab one of these, you can tell it's not an original pair. Again, if people are buying these to wear them, to rock them, whatever, that's cool. I'm gonna rock them. I already bought them, so I'm gonna actually have to wear them, which I don't care. I've worn my other ones, the 33s. I wear those whenever I go out for something quick. If I go to the store, I wear them. They're all messed up and everything. But yeah, that's another thing. Now, another big thing I've noticed right now is if you look at the original Travis Scott, the toe box, the very front of the toe box, this part right here is a lot thinner than this one is. You can tell that right off the bat. I'll give you a close-up here. It's the original, and of course the DHgate one. Keep trying to call it the Travis Scott one. They're both Travis Scotts. The Nike swoosh, like I said, pretty much the off-white on this one. It's an off-white color, very smooth leather. And this one, you can feel it's kind of a cheap leather. I don't know if it's even leather, what it is. And it's an actual lot brighter white than the other pair. The laces on the shoe itself, the Travis Scott has like a dull but a type of shine to the lace, where the DHgate has more of a feel of a nylon type of feel, or even like a silk type of feel on that lace. Another big thing you guys can notice here on both shoes, look at the hole, where you insert your foot. Look at the shoe overall, pretty much. The original Travis Scott is a lot thinner compared to the other one, which is a lot wider, including the actual hole where you put your foot in. Look how much wider this thing is compared to the original Travis Scott. All right, now we're gonna look at the back here where the Jordan Wings logo is at. On the original pair, the Wings logo is a lot cleaner, a lot put together. The actual feathers, I could call it, we're gonna call them feathers, those little, pretty much those little pods all the way around there, they're a lot more aligned and a lot closer together. Where on the DHgate pair, the Wings logo is a lot wider, a lot bigger, and those feathers or pods are actually a lot more spread out. On the side where the Nike logo is brown, actually on both Nike logos, you could tell they both are completely different. On this side, you could tell that this Nike logo right here comes to a point. On the original one, it actually has a nice sharp tip on this, where on this one, it's got more of a rounded tip. The bottoms on them, actually the sole of the shoe, this part right here, looks kind of pretty much the same to me. The color's pretty much almost right on point. The texture is a little bit off. Now on the original pair, the texture, you can see it's a lot smoother on the original pair, all the way around here. Where on the Travis Scott, on the DHgate pair, you can tell the texture is a lot more textured, you can feel it a lot more. Which I actually kind of like that more than I like the smoothness, but to each their own, I guess. As we go inside the shoe here, now both shoes come laced pretty much the same. Pretty much all exactly the same. Take these inserts out. The inserts, you can tell a big difference on the inserts there. This one has a small indentation on each side, where this one does not. And everything's a lot bigger on this. You can tell that the Chinese writing is bigger, the Air Jordan sign is a lot bigger compared to the DHgate, to the original pair. All right, let's go inside the shoe here and see. Now on the original pair, you cannot, I guess if you tried, you could get the insole out of there. But on this one, it's actually a lot easier. It just comes right out. DHgate pair, the lettering on here is completely off. You could feel the difference. You could feel this compared to the one on the original, which is a lot smoother. You can barely feel it. And you don't see as much of the, I guess, the underneath part of it, which is all little specks of black in there. Same thing. It pretty much looks all faded. Looks like somebody already wore this shoe and it got all faded on here. And of course, that's not, would be something you would get from Nike like this. Look at that. They seem like they try to glue it down, but it didn't succeed, whatever glue they try to use there. Same thing is with the other side of the shoe. Got the cactus jacket here. Pretty much you have pretty much all the details in it, just the details are all off. You got the Jordan in there, just like you have on the other shoe, the Jordan logo's inside of there. The size 9 is missing on there. Of course, the sticker that says size 9 men's is missing. The inner tag on these shoes, on the original pair, the Jordan is actually kind of half, you can only see his legs hanging out. I'll show you guys a close-up here on the original pair. And on the DHgate pair, the whole Jordan's sticking out. So they actually, it looks like DHgate did that one. I actually like that where the whole Jordan's sticking out. So it looks a lot better on the DHgate pair than on the original. But again, the DHgate pair is off. So if you were looking at comparing them from the original ones. I don't know if they're all like that. Let me see. Yeah, both sides are like that. As we go to the bottom of the shoe here, let's see. The browns are pretty much on point. The color is on point. Original pair, DHgate pair. But the texture, again, on the original Air Jordan Travis Scott, you can see that the texture is a lot more smoother, a lot more cleaner than on the texture on the DHgate pair. As well as mainly inside of the centerpiece here. If you guys look at the Nike right in here, you could tell a big difference right there. Is the actual Cactus Jack face logo on the back of each shoe. On the DHgate version, you can tell they're pretty much very similar except for the hair. There's a lot more hair on the actual logo of the original than on the Travis Scott version as well. And on each side, the Cactus Jack lettering right in this one says, of course, Cactus, but it's mostly covered up by the Nike. Completely covered up on the DHgate pair. You can see the K of Jack kind of sticks out on each side, on each pair, and that's on both pairs. And next, actually, on the other one, it sticks out a lot more than it does on either one of the original Travis Scotts. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. So I just compared the original Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott lows to a DHgate pair. Again, there are so many out there. If you go into DHgate and you put in this shoe, you will get a lot of different sellers, different pricing. They range between $60 to about $150, even more than the original ones were. These were like, I think, 70 bucks. I will list the seller down there. If you guys want, you can pick them up from him. And I mean, that's, again, quick comparison. Again, there are probably a lot, the more expensive ones probably have a little bit better material than this one does. But that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit the like button. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And hit the little bell to notify you every time I drop a video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.